Alright guys, I got another sleeper lock here. This one is custom pinned by Kerpeesh, 5 pins. It's a Yale. Put this in here, I'll show you the key. This one he did include a key with, and it's got a pretty evil bitting. It's almost like he picked this one just to mess with somebody. It works perfectly. I don't know what's in it, have not picked it, but let's see if we can get into it. That ought to work. I'm going to try to use a Peterson gem if I can fit it in there. If not, we'll just use the standard hook. Yeah, we may have to do that. Whoop. There we go. Let's start trying that. Alright, back to the rear, a little bit of tension. Let's see what Kerpeesh has given us here. A little bit of feedback on 5. Three had a little bit of feedback, but clicked real quick. Just touched him. Okay, now I got a deep set. That was 2. Let's see if 5 is still in the seat. Yeah, it feels good. This is like pin 2. This is like a spool. If you look at the feedback, it must be a giant spool. If I can get under him. If he'll cooperate, come on baby. There we go. Let's see what Kerpeesh has inside of this thing. I'm pretty sure there's at least 3 spools. Okay, get all that out of here. Let's see what we got. Looks like a clip that I might have to bend. Might have to use some tools on this thing. Luckily we've got extra clips. This one is going to have to be destroyed, looks like. Okay, we can do that. Okay, let's see if we can get this thing to come out without detonating on us. Get this junk out of the way in case everything drops out. Okay, looks like we're stuck about halfway. Naturally. Alright, well, just put him right there. Alright, looks like we had a Christmas tree homemade in 1. There's 1, there's 2, and a spool in 3, and I think the follower retained the rest of them. Looks like a homemade serrated. And the last one, there we go, that's 5. That was 5. Okay, let's look at the key pins. Standard. And it looks like a homemade serrated. Homemade serrated. That's a pretty good one there. That's got a nice sharp edge on it. 4 is some kind of weird looking, almost a spool, and this looks like a T-pin. This is pretty interesting. Kerpeesh, what are you trying to do to me here? Alright, we had some homemade pins. These are pretty cool. Homemade serrated with a piece of dust. A homemade spool, another spool. Kind of a serrated with a spool on the end. I don't even know what you'd call that, a mushroom pin. Standard, a little bit of serrations on this one. Pretty good, sharp serration, and the interesting part is that part of this is the diameter on the top of this is smaller, almost like a T-pin but with a sharp edge on it. This is a rounded edge, and then it looks like a T-pin edge on the end of the key pin. Pretty interesting stuff. But I tell you what I'm going to do, Kerpeesh, just to keep this interesting. I have Bill's box of evil here. I'm going to put this back together for the next person. Let me get this junk out of the way so you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to grab some pins. I've been collecting these for a while, and I've got a little bit of everything in here. I have some Asa pins. I have some barrel. Get that to focus. Got some barrel pins. And I've got some serrateds in here, and I got some really funky looking spools. Barrel spools, more serrated. I got some Asas in there. Put some of those in it, and I'm really looking for the Christmas tree. I know I've got some in here somewhere. Here we go. Get that off of there. Put some of these things. Get it to focus. I'll drop a couple of those in it too. So we're going to make this a true Kerpeesh special. So I feel sorry for the next guy. Anyway, thanks for your time, everybody. Stay safe, stay legal.